Well, hello and welcome to my channel. You know, in today's crafting video, I'm going to be putting together an alien that comes from one of my favorite Star Trek episodes. You know, it's called Galileo 7. And in this episode, the shuttlecraft is sent to investigate a quasar under the command of Spock. And as they're, collecting their data, something happens and they crash land on a planet. Now, this planet's not an ordinary planet. It's home to a race of very hostile, primitive giants that just begin picking off the crew one by one. During this episode, we see Spock's command being challenged by members of the crew. We also see Scotty pull off some miraculous feats, trying to defend the shuttlecraft and trying to get it back into orbit. So I hope you join us today because I found a really neat head online. I found it over at Reliving the Past again, and it looks just like the Taurean. So I'm really excited about this episode and creating this neat custom Mego-esque figure. So I hope you stay with us. So for my Taurean build, I'm going to need a couple of things. One, a pretty cool head. This one comes from Reliving the Past again. That's just perfect, look. And the second thing I'm going to need is a body and outfit. So, you know what? I have this. It's Wizard of Oz. Let's see, classic 8-inch figure. Officially limited edition action figure with original detail and quality, 14-point articulation. So, pretty cool looking figure. There's Dorothy. I didn't get the collection when it came out. The witch looked pretty cool. But yeah, I know it's a collectible, but I'm going to use it for other purposes. So let me go ahead and get them out of the box. And let's take a look at the body. Here we go. Pretty seamless. So I've got what looks to be like a fat body here. And just kind of like a standard head. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and cut this stem off, and I'm going to drill out that hole so I can fit this head in there. I think I might prime this guy first, maybe prime him black, and then go ahead and put it into the hole, because once I put it in there, it's going to be hard to remove. Well, you know what? Let me see what I can do. First thing that needs to be done is that stem needs to be removed, and I'm going to go ahead and use my Dremel for that. That was pretty easy. And let me see if I can drill out that hole a little bit, because I want to make it larger. You know, I may have to remove the arms and stuff just because I don't want this to... because if you drill into that, you might be hitting the rubber bands. So let me go ahead and take the arms off. I'm gonna have to get some tools. I'll be back. All right, so slip the arms off. There's the leg. Thought I needed the pliers, I guess I didn't. So I'm just gonna drill this out right here and make that hole larger. Boy, that plastic just does not want to budge. Got to be careful too. I mean, I don't want to poke my hand. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and change the bit. I've got this little rasper thing. I don't remember where I got it. Maybe it was Harbor Freight or Lowe's. And this thing, what it does is it kind of like takes the holes in it and enlarges them so that you can have whatever size hole you need. You can see that's doing a pretty good job. Let me tighten that down. All right, it looks like I've reached a point that's really, really close. I'm just going ahead and clean it up with my X-Acto knife. You can see that the head is very, very close. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this primed so I can pop that in there and I can use it as like a platform to paint. And then I'll put the body together at the end. This is going to be so cool. So the head's on there nice and snugly. Wow, that looks cool, huh? I'm going to start off with this. Kids love flesh. I am going to build up to a lighter color, but this is going to be a nice little base. And I'm going to use it for all the parts of the flesh that I can see. Oops, a little watery. Let me shake that up. Spread this around. Yeah, I think I just took my brush out too soon. All right, so let's try it again. You'll see that I'm just kind of pushing into the hairline. That way it's a little bit easier to paint. And using the black, I did it because there's some areas that are really dark in the makeup, and I thought that would kind of like replicate it, painting the base black. So we'll see how it goes. It looks like I'm gonna have to paint it a couple of times because the color's just really not covering as well as I would hope it would be. Yeah, try to stay out of the mouth because you want to do those teeth later, and you want to have that black in there. So just try to get to the lip. If you hit the teeth, that's fine. Just try not to get in between them. You can see what I was talking about with the darker areas being maintained. Yeah, I plan to come back with a beard and use my dark brown and then a black wash. Okay, this is where it's going to be kind of tricky. I don't want to put too much paint on those eyes because I want to maintain that dark area. Let's see if I can do it. I guess by painting down, might be able to do it. Letting that eyebrow kind of like keep that black part intact. Not bad. Same thing over here. think I'm going to let that dry and come back with a second coat. Boy, that is such a cool sculpt too. Now let me let that dry and come back with a second coat. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to need a second coat on the neck too. And if you get into the hair on this one, it's not that big a deal because we're going to come back and we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to do a wash and we're going to do a dark color on the hair. So whatever mistakes you make here at this point will get covered up. I like the way this eye came out, not so much this one. I think I'm gonna have to add some black wash. Get that ear. You can see I made a mess there, but that's okay. Like I said, it's gonna be fine once we come back and we paint it with the dark brown. You know what? I think it didn't work out. I think I'm just going to go ahead and paint the entire eye and then just come back and use a wash, a black wash. Because I don't want it to be looking like raccoon eyes. You know, sometimes you have a plan for something, it just doesn't work out. Alright, that's dry and I'm going to start working on the hair. I've got this color right here, it's called Rhinox Hide, and that's going to look really good with that black wash that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on the figure. I'm really excited about the accessories. I just recently got a 3D printer for Father's Day. It's a PLA printer. Last year I got a, what's it called, a resin printer. This one's a PLA printer. And I found some files online for some, I guess, to help me build the accessories around this guy. One of them was a really cool spear that I was able to put together. Okay, so this is where you're gonna have to be a little bit more careful. This is such a nice, rich brown. If you were with me last week, I showed off that new Taurean ambassador that Mego put out. So yeah, there's some really neat aliens. Oops. Yeah, they also had the Taurean that came out recently, which is one they've needed for a while. You know, we had the Andorian, I guess the assassin. Deliv, I think his name was. But to have the ambassador now, that's so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some touch up with the flesh. Yeah, but look at that black. It really did its job. You know, this brown is so much darker as a result. This is one cool looking figure. And it's going to be easy because all we have to do is just use the body from the Cowardly Lion. I think you're pretty much set. I just wish it were taller because these guys were supposed to be like, 12 feet tall. Oops. Wow, he's coming along. Let's see if I can get those teeth while I'm here. Got some parchment. I'm just going to try to paint each tooth individually and see how that works. I can come back and I can hit the lip. But I want to have that darkness in between the teeth. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to come back and hit that lip. Oops. Let me see if I can get the eyes while I'm here too. Oh no, I wanted to put some wash in there first. Yeah, let me do the second coat on the flesh and try that black wash and see what that does. I did want to highlight them with this stuff right here. I'm going to do that as a dry brush. Yeah, that's giving you another layer to the skin tone. Wow, that is looking good. Can you see that on camera? Let's try this again. Let's try that ear. Yeah, not so much on the neck. I think I went too crazy. I'm gonna have to go back and repaint that anyway. But yeah, the face is coming out really nicely. I'm also gonna have to redo the ear, it looks like. Let me go ahead and get those done. I'm going back to my Kislev flesh. I'm using a smaller brush for the ears. Oops. Well, I think the wash will take care of that, so I'm not too worried. Let me use a bigger brush, because I'd like to do that that sort of dry brush on there, that blocking. Alright, I think at this point I just need to let him dry, because I'm going to be doing some, oh, hang on, I think I can do his mouth. You know what, let me, I was going to use this as a lip cover, I'm sorry, a lip color, this Cadian flesh tone, because it's a little darker. I think I might just put it in now. Something's going on with these paints. This is the second one that I've opened that's kind of like, look kind of chalky. Well, it seems to be covering well. Oh, that looks good. I'm a huge fan of these Citadel paints. And that's why. All right, let me let this guy dry so we can come back and we can do some of the, oh, you know what? I got to do his eyebrows. Let's see, do I want brown or black? I think I'm gonna do black. I have this black right here, it's called Abaddon black. Since I won't be able to get into the eyebrows with the wash, I'm just gonna go ahead and darken them now. And let's see, I need to follow them. Looks like a unibrow. I'm just going to tap it. You can see I'm just tapping these to give it a bushy-like appearance. Uh-oh. There's some bushy eyebrow. I read somewhere that these guys were so scary they were censored. That's why you didn't see them so much. I think it was probably the makeup, honestly, because it looked terrible. Well, okay, so this guy's good. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the black wash as soon as it dries, and I guess we'll do the eyes at that point. All right, at this point, let's try the wash. And what I'm using is something called Nolan's oil. And I'm just going to put this into the eyes just to see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's the look from the movie, or the TV show. Oh yeah, that looks great. Let me get that in the nose too. Well, that looks pretty good. May have to come back and do a little touch up on the high parts. Maybe not. Let's see. I was able to dilute it, so yeah, maybe it'd be okay. All right. As soon as that dries, I'm going to try to tackle the eyes. Let me see if I can. Might as well put the same Nolan's oil on the hair and see how that looks. Yeah, that darkens it up really nicely. Look at that. I can already see some places I got to touch up with some flesh. So that's okay because I want to come back and I want to highlight those areas. Wow, looking good. Gotta let that dry though before I go tackle those eyes, but so far so good. I think I'm really digging this guy. Okay, to attempt the eyes, I'm using my smallest brush and I'm using some of that parchment. And I'm just gonna dip the tip of my brush in there, because these eyes are small and beady. And remember, you don't want to eliminate that black shadow that you put in there. So that's one. Now these eyes are teeny. Wow. I think I got them. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that, because I think I have them. Now I'm gonna take my black, my Abaddon black, and I'm just gonna put a little dot in there, because they had these like beady rat-like eyes. So yeah, this is my Abaddon black. Again, I'm just gonna get a teeny bit on my brush. You know, some of you guys may want to try a pen or something, because we're just gonna get a little dot on there. It always helps to steady your hand on your other hand, you know? Uh-oh, looks like I messed up. Maybe not. I wish I could offer you some advice about painting eyes, but I think many times it's just luck of the draw. Kind of just stick the paint in there and hope for the best. I think I got them though. Boy, he's almost done. All right, just a couple more highlighting places. Let's see. I'll use this brush. And I had that, oh, here it is. It's layered flesh. It's called Flayed One Flesh. And I'm gonna try to get as much water off of this brush as possible, because I just want to block the color in. I don't want it to be too pronounced. See, just like that, just like a little dusting. Because I'm trying to get like a layered effect with the flesh. It'll be reduced a little bit once I get the clear coat on it. But you know, you can see a little bit of it. I think I'm just gonna leave the neck alone. I already tried that. I don't think it works very well. Let's see. Not impressed. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call this guy. I think he's done. Let me go ahead and get him dressed, and we'll take a look at him. I'm gonna get this head protected though. I'm gonna use my matte clear coat. I'm gonna put that on right now. At this point, I'm gonna work on the accessories that go with the Taurean. One of them is the spear. Now, you know what? You can get a spear off of classic TV toys. They sell the plastic ones. But I found this file online. It's actually a bow staff from a chitara and a, I guess a flint head that I found. I'll link to the files below, so if you do have access to a printer or somebody can print for you, you can get these pieces together. And for the shield, I got a milk jug, and I just cut it into that shield shape. And then the bow staff that I had, I printed out a couple of extras so that I could use them for my shield, I guess, spines. If you remember, there were a couple of spines that were on either side of the shield, and they kind of gave it some strength. So I'm going to use the plastic jug part sandwiched in between two pieces of warbler. This is going to be the one that holds the spines in place, and this is going to be the leather, I guess leather-like covering of the shield, because I'm going to try to do some distressing on it once I get it heated. I'm thinking that I can, you know, put some lines on there or some texture. Even without that, it looks kind of like leather. So let me go ahead and get these pieces together. I think what I'm going to do first, I might put these, I'm going to get this through this loop. And I just drilled a couple of holes in there. That looks like that's going to hold. And I'm going to attach that. You know what, I think I want the bigger part down below. Just gotta make sure it's centered. That looks pretty good. Let's see. Let me get these on there. I think everything will work better if I have everything kind of like in place before. You know, just like a little tack weld. I want these down below. I want the longer parts below. Okay, so that's going to be right about where I want it. Pretty good. And then this last piece, I'm just going to sandwich on. Just got to make sure it's centered. Might not be able to do this on camera. Huh. Oh, it looks like this fell apart. Get this heated up and place it on there. I think I'm going to get one shot at it. It's going to take me a while to get this really hot, so I'll be back right at the moment of placement. Looks like it's heated up. It's smelling like it's done. So I'll go ahead and take this and place it. Kind of squish it down. Oh, that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and let it dry now. Or not dry, cool. Looks like I'm gonna have to hit this again. And just make sure you squeeze it down pretty well so that it adheres to the plastic. Because this warbler material acts like glue with other plastics. And you can get a good solid bond. And then when I get that on there, then I think we might be done with the shield. No, it's not done yet. You can kind of tell when it's done because it begins to smell. I mean, it's not a bad smell, it's just like a warm plastic smell. And that kind of lets you know that it's kind of done. Then I'm going to trim back some of that material, and I think I have my shield. Okay, I got my matte clear enamel on there. This is the stuff I use. And boy, it just kind of evens out that, that finish on him. I think he came out really well. Look at that. Well, you know what? I forgot. I can't get him dressed until I get him back together. So let me go ahead and get these pieces. And I have a special tool with me today. This is a patented casual crafter restringing tool. I'm just kidding. This is a piece of trimming line from like a weed whacker. But it works really well. You just take it, you just stick it through the body. And this works with the, if you have the pelvis too. And you pull it through until you have a little bit of a loop there. You gotta make sure you have the right leg too. And you just hook the leg in there, pull it through. Now sometimes you may need a tool for this. Sometimes I use pliers, sometimes not. Usually I put the wrong arm on. That's my biggest problem with this system. So you can see that's pretty easy. Same thing for the other one. On this one though, you have to be a little careful because you don't want to cross the band. I don't know if you can see it. You want to stay on one side of it, because if you cross it, you're not going to go anywhere. So, hook it in there, pull it through. And I have some pliers handy just in case I can't hang on to it. Like if you were stringing with new O-rings, that's when you're going to need some pliers for that. But yeah, that's pretty easy right there. Let me get him dressed. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to cut off this tail. Oops. That's good. All right, let me get him inside his little outfit. And we'll take a look at the Taurean. And this outfit. I think I got it in the sleeve. It's a really cool outfit, the Cowardly Lion. Oh, there we go. It's hung up on some fur. Oh no, he's got mitts. That's going to be a problem. Because I have a spear. I guess that's how he's going to have to hold it. Let me see if I can hold the shield. Let's see. Oh yeah, the shield is not a problem at all. But the spear. Oh, there's my Taurean. Let me put him out in a stand so we can take a closer look at him. But boy, that's pretty neat. I present to you the Taurean. Boy, scary. Almost as scary as the episode, right? Wow, he came out really, really nicely. You know how Mego is always trying to repurpose outfits and stuff like that? This might be a good idea for him, putting together a Taurean. Yeah, he's going to need a shield and a spear, though. Here, let me get his shield. You'll also notice that I didn't cut the hands. I'm going to leave them like that for a while. But the shield's pretty solid. I used some little strips of that warbler material to make some stitching. And here's the back of it. You can see that's a pretty good loop for him to get his hand around. So he can hold the shield pretty well. Even the spear. I also painted it. You can see I painted the flint tip. This guy is just going to make a fabulous addition to the rest of my custom aliens. And, my Mego scaled aliens too. That outfit is just something. Look at that. I'm gonna have to get myself another Cowardly Lion. That guy is pretty cool. I've got some of my other aliens here too. Here's my Gorn. I have a video on this guy too. I got that head sculpt from James Rogaboy. And then I have my custom keeper. Let me put this guy. of the way. Move this. This head sculpt comes from Dr. Mego, and the rest of the outfit comes from Classic TV Toys. I also have a video on that guy if you're interested in making your own. I think I have a different outfit on him though. Let's see, what else do I have? I have Belle the Charon. This is also Reliving the Past Again head. I think I found a better one on James Rogovoy's website, Illusion, on eBay. I think I'm going to get that guy instead. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, the Neptunian. You know, these boots and gloves are no longer available on Dr. Mego's website. I heard from a fan who was trying to recreate his own. He has everything else, but not the boots and the gloves. That's a shame because this is such a cool figure, and they're pretty hard to get out in the wild, the original ones. So I don't mind playing with this guy because I built it myself. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, Romulan Commander. This guy was a fun one to do. I really enjoyed making this guy, and he just looks great. That's another sculpt by Reliving the Past Again. And the outfit comes from one of the Romulan commanders. This guy was super fun to make. I'm really happy with the way he turned out. Let's see. Oh, and then I have core. This is my custom core. I have the Mego one too, but there's just like a soft spot in my heart for this guy because that head sculpt I think looks just like the actor. So yeah, really happy with my new Taurean. I'm ready to take on the Enterprise. Well, maybe not the Enterprise, but at least the Galileo 7. I think I have a rock for him somewhere. Well, until next time, you know, guys, stay safe, be cool, have fun with your Megos. I know I am. All right. Well, until next time, bye.